What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing good today, tonight, whenever you're watching this. This isn't the first video I've done tonight. I'm trying to get caught up with video subjects, but um, anyways, this subject I'm about to talk about, it happened a little over a week ago, and I didn't hear about it until yesterday when I was watching, or I had this video pop up in my suggestions. This YouTuber, I can't think of the name of it. Of his, I can't speak today. I'm sorry. I can't think of the name of the YouTuber that put the video out there, but you know, and talking about how EDP had his account on Instagram taken down, and EDP was having a fit about it and saying this, saying that, saying things like, screw Instagram. I can't believe Instagram did this to me. Screw everybody who wants to sit there and keep attacking me for this and that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm sorry, EDP, but at this point, you pretty much asked for all the shit that you have coming to you. Like, I'm sorry. The fact that you think you still need to be on social media, especially after what you did almost 4 years ago, which, holy crap, I can't believe we're approaching that year mark, but still, you sit there, you don't even take accountability still for that situation, trying to meet up with a kid, and here you are sitting there acting like you've never done anything wrong, sitting there and talk about how people are idiots for going after you or whatnot, but then sit there and play victim when either your account on whatever social media gets taken out, and then sit there and be like, I don't know why this keeps happening to me. I don't know why people are still attacking me for this and that. It was an honest mistake. It was a freaking setup. I was just out and about doing this and that, and these guys came up to me and blah 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 blah. Like, you know what, dude? You pretty much proved what you were doing when Alex Rosen caught you for what you were trying to do. You messaged who you thought was a minor and you got busted for it. Same thing with when you got caught by Gideon and Skeeter Jean. Another thing that drives me nuts too is, sometimes he'll sit there and be like, well, minors shouldn't be on the internet in the first place. Maybe things like this wouldn't happen if kids would stay the hell off the internet. You know what, dude? Sometimes kids make accounts on social medias without parents knowing. Or if their parents do know, then a lot of times it's because their parents monitor what kids say. But even then, dude, you sitting there trying to justify, how should I say this? You're sitting there trying to justify what you did by sitting there and going, well, kids shouldn't be on social medias to begin with. And, it's not just EDP that's done it. It's try and say this without YouTube trying to go after me. PDF file. There you go. I hear the same exact excuse from PDF files all the time when they get caught. Sit there and be like, well, maybe kids shouldn't be on the internet. Maybe kids shouldn't be on this and that. Blah, 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 blah. And, okay, that's not a lie. You know what? I agree that kids shouldn't be on the internet, especially on certain social media platforms, especially if their parents don't know about it. Now, as long as their parents are aware of it, then yeah, I do believe that kids should have a right to be on social media, especially like maybe YouTube. But if you're talking like, dating websites or whatever, then okay, yeah, I agree with you there. But at the same time, dude, you trying to justify what you're doing by, blaming it on kids that are on these dating sites, like, I'm sorry, but that just makes you sound like a fucking dumbass. If anything, EDP, be thankful that it was your Instagram account that got taken down and not your YouTube account. But even then, I sure as hell hope the same thing happens with your YouTube account. How you've gotten away with being on YouTube as long as you've been so far, ever since the situation, the cupcake situation happened, is beyond me. I mean, yeah, your original account got taken down. I know that for a fact. But as far as the account you have on YouTube right now, like, I'm surprised that account's been on YouTube for as long as it has. But hey, man, you better hope and pray that account doesn't get taken out either, because I'm sure it won't be long before that goes down as well. I know what some people are going to say. Oh, well, that was years ago that EDP did what he did. People change. I don't think he's the same type of person that he used to be. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? Cut the crap. He's done what he did more than once. He's been caught by Alex from Predator Poachers and Skeeter Jean. Well, also CC Unit and Gideon as well. 4 different YouTubers. Getting caught once is bad enough. But getting caught a second time, like, that alone, that right there pretty much explains that you're never going to change. And considering you admitted in the first video by Alex that you talked to several kids, I mean, that alone should have sent your ass to frickin' prison the second you got caught. Sitting there saying that you didn't actually do what you did, yet you were crying when Alex said that he was going to call the cops, sitting there begging for him not to call the police and all that. But hey, let's sit there and pretend that you weren't actually going to do what you were going to do. Sit there and do whatever you want with a kid. Like, my word, dude. People like you make me sick. And I think people like you deserve some of the worst consequences out there. That's all I'm going to say about that. As much as I am all for forgiving and giving people chances, there are certain types of people out there that I do not believe deserve another chance. And that's people like EDP445 or anybody else out there who thinks it's okay to do things inappropriately with kids. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, I'm sure I'm going to upset some people for putting this video out there, and you know what? I don't care. I said what I had to say, and that's that. EDP shouldn't be on the internet, and if anything, he should get locked up in prison. That's all I'm going to say about that. How that dude hasn't gotten arrested yet is way the hell beyond me. But honestly, I definitely believe that dude just needs to be locked up in prison for a very long time. I'll just put it that way. To anybody who does agree with what I said, feel free to like the video. Feel free to subscribe if you want to. I usually talk about politics on here. I mean, I haven't really been talking about politics too much lately, but I'm kind of trying to get back into that subject matter. But, yeah, that's all I gotta say. You guys all take care now, and have a great week. Peace out.